Hey my beauties, it's your girl Cardi of Stiletto Beauty with another video. To any new beauties that stop by, thank you so much for stopping by, whatever brought you here. And to my returning beauties, thank you so much for the continued support. It means so much to me. Now, to all my new beauties, I ask that you join the Beautihood, and to do so is 3 simple steps. Hit the subscribe button, click the bell, hit all so you always know when your girl is posting. Now, to all beauties watching, I ask that you watch this video and all my videos in its entirety, and then only then, if you like what you saw, give your girl a thumbs up, because over here in the Beautihood, we like to earn our likes, not ask for them. But in those comments, that is where I ask that you go in there, you shower me with love, constructive criticism, ask me questions, give me suggestions, all of the good stuff, because my beauty, that is where you and I connect on a more one-to-one level. As for this video, you clicked on it. Your girl is trying on some new makeup, and she's plain in makeup because I have been on the struggle bus of finding motivation to actually record videos, but we are here. So if you want to see what I did, what I used to create this, if I might say so myself, bomb ass look, or slay if you will, please continue to watch. Okay, my beauty, so we are doing a voiceover. All right, so let's get started first with the tape. Okay, I like to put my tape from the waterline, and I like to bring it up to the tip of the end of my brow. This is just the best way that I kind of get as much symmetry as possible so that both eyes look even. I also got this tape off of Amazon. I think I'll link it in the description so you guys can have it. And then this is how I get, and this is going to help you get a nice crisp, sharp edge, very defined. Yeah, it makes this, when you lay the eyeshadow, it makes it look really crisp and neat. All right, we are going in with my first ever use of the basic canvas by Painted. Okay, my beauties, let's get y'all up and close. So we're gonna deposit a it's like a warm brown. I did not look at the colors, y'all forgive me, but we're just gonna be, and this is one of my go-to eyeshadows looks that I love to do. This is my note cut crease look. You'll see in the end, but I'm taking a brown for my crease color, and I'm just placing it down. It's kind of close to my skin complexion, but a little, maybe a tad bit darker. No, I take it back. I'm looking at it. It looks like more of my complexion. Now, with this color, I'm going to go in with a more, because I'm using red, so I want it with more of a reddish, like orange brown. That's going to blend out that crease color towards the top, towards the brow, as you can see. Now, I want y'all to see the blending of these eyeshadows. Oh, I promise you guys, I love the formulation of these eyeshadows. Like, it just looks seamless. Now we getting into a much darker brown. There's a lot of browns in this. I'm a brown girly. I love brown shadow. You know, darker brown on the outer edge. And I like to just come on a more angle. I love angles. I don't know what it is about it, but I do. And so I'm going to come in on an angle towards the pupil of the eye and flare it out towards the edge, or the wing, if you will. And with this look, and this look that I create, it's the blending. It's a lot of them, but these, y'all see the face. The eyeshadows made this blending process so easy. Like, it's almost like they just melt. And the pigment is everything. So once I get it to the intensity that I like, now we're going to go in with the next shade. Now this is that same orangey brown color shadow, because I want this to still kind of be cohesive. So I'm going to put that down right before that deep brown shade. And kind of bring it up into the crease. Because that's going to give, again, I want some dimension. I don't want this to look flat. I still want some dimension in the eyeshadow look. Yes, and I was definitely taken like aback by the pigment. And so we are now going to get into this. We're going to get into how I make this a no cut crease look. So I'm going to go in with a very light, soft, almost white, but not really white shade. And that's going to go into the inner corner, towards the, right under the, well, slightly overtopping the crease. The crease color. But this, like I said, as you can already see, it's already starting to come together. Because sometimes, and this is, I do a lot of lazy methods because sometimes I don't want to have to go and take cut the crease and do all that. Because sometimes this is a lot of work. Sometimes you can still get that same look. Might not be as intense, but you can just get it with doing the shadows. So now that I have that light color down, we are going to go in with the next eyeshadow, which is the beautiful, oh my God, is this champagne-y, I want to say it's like a shimmer glitter or foil. I don't really know, to be honest with you, because believe they're marketed as a glitter, but it's almost like a hybrid. But let me tell y'all something, my beauties. The camera does not do it justice of how absolutely stunning this eyeshadow was. It is so beautiful, and it's not your typical glitter. Like, the glitter wasn't chunky. It appears to be chunky on the lid, but when I tell you, you don't feel it. That's what I'm saying. It's like a hybrid type of texture. And I'm using my silicone brush. If you don't have one of these, I recommend you get it because it makes using glitters and shimmers and foils so much easier. But baby, this one on like butter. You hear me? And it was minimal fallout. Now I'm going to, here's how again, back to that cut crease, no cut crease. This is how I do it. So now you get your brown, a darker brown, and you reinforce your crease. Yes, you see it. You see it? Doesn't that look like I did a cut crease and I didn't? Yeah, I know. I'm a genius. And then I like to take that color and just blend it in. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, it looks good. And then going back in with I want to say it's that orange shade, going and taking it up to the brow bone. Because again, I wanted to just everything to blend and marry. I don't want any, even though with the formulation of these eyeshadows, there's really is no patchiness. It blends so well. Okay, my beauty. So the eyes are done. I did both eyes. So you can see, and I put my lashes on and my liner. And the look just looks gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So now we are going to get into the first face product, which is the Morphe Concealer. This is a voiceover, so I already know how this is going to go. I'm going to spoil it for y'all a little bit. This is a must. If you have not gotten this, make sure you get it. I am obsessed with this concealer, and you will see why especially when I blend it out. But it feels so good on the skin, and as you see, I didn't have to go in multiple times. You want a little goes a long way with this. Now we're going to get into the tear. This is my first time using any tear product. I was also impressed by this product. But yeah, I'm using, because I wanted to be able to use as many new products as possible. So I'm going to use just the tear around where I get my, I have a discoloration around my mouth, where, my little mustache be at, my little side whiskers. All right, I'm going to let this dry down, and we're going to blend it out. Okay, we have the Morphe Blush Trio, My Beauties. Let me tell y'all something. This is the Cheek Thrills, I believe that's what it's called. I don't remember the color. It's like coral something. Oh, I did not know how pigmented this was going to be, if this was going to show up on your girl's skin. But as you can see, yeah, pigmentation. Hello. Look at this smile. Yeah, I wasn't prepared. I love the formulation of this. Y'all going to hear the word formulation a lot. Take a shot for every time you hear it. And don't come for me if you're tipsy. This is not a new product I've used before, but it was a new buy, a new purchase. So I repurchased it. So this is the e.l.f. by Face setting spray, the power grip. Get it. I like to, if I recommend in between steps you spray your face, because that just helps with, keeping the oils at bay, keeping the makeup from moving, do all the good stuff. But yeah, that blush, obsessed with the blush. I want more colors. All right, now we're just going to go now. It's time to blend in all of that beautiful concealer. We're going to start with the mouth, around the mouth, which is the tear. Look at how it just it melts into the skin. This made me really want to try more of the tear products. Their face products, as they are now they went viral for their foundation, and I definitely want to try it now. Like, to be able to do a full face of tear would be kind of dope. Now we got this right here. Look at the Morphe. Mind you, this stuff was, as you can see, this was sitting on my face. But first of all, look at I need y'all to see the coverage. This, exactly. Girl, she saw it. Full, I don't know if this is marketed as full coverage. I don't recall. But baby, that is a full coverage concealer. I was not prepared. I could have even gone lighter with the product, which I know for the future. But oh my goodness. Yeah, she was given dark, what do you call it? Under eyes. Where? We don't know her. We never knew her. Yeah, gorgeous. Also, too, because I was not expecting this product to, be as full coverage as it was, and also wasn't expecting how much of it I end up using, I'm really having to work to blend it out. I've used it since this, and it has not been nearly as much product. But yeah, wow, girl is right. Wow, absolutely. Couldn't believe it. All right, so now we're going to get into the blending of the rest of the face, and we're going to come back with the rest of the blush. So y'all don't need to see this part. I sped it up because this is just my status quo of what I normally do. All the products I use here, I've used before. If you go into any of my videos where I slow it down, you can go check my base there. But we are trying to make this video as quick as possible, okay? You're welcome. I just want to get into, look at it. All right, your girl is picking up a foundation after I don't know how long. This is the Maybelline, what is it? I tell you the product at the end. But I use this foundation. I have not put a foundation on my face in at least 2 to 3 years. Because once I found underpainting, I was just like, for what for? But your girl's like, she needs to get back in the foundation. So I went in with one pump, as you saw. And yeah, we are just going to put the foundation on really initially the spots where I didn't put any product. As just for just the base. And the foundation looks good. Like, where? I will be honest, it's a smidget, a little darker than my complexion. You can't really tell on the camera, but in person you can. But I also that's why I also use the one drop. If I go full coverage, you will see it. So, but that looks really good. And then whatever was left on the brush, I just kind of did a light topping on everything. Again, we want cohesiveness. We want it to blend. You don't want no marks of demarcation. Gross. We don't want that over here. Spray, of course, again, that's going to be the key. I spray in between pretty much all my steps. Now we're going to get in with one of my favorite new products. This is the NYX, the butter, what is this? The butter bronzer. Oh my God. This product was so nice. They also have this, and it smells good too, as you can see. But they have it in blush, and I haven't been able to get my hands on a blush, but fingers crossed I will be able to. But this bronzer is so freaking nice. It just gives you the nicest. I don't know how to describe it. It's not too overwhelming, but it does have it does have pigment. But like, it's a true bronzer. You know, some bronzers, which I love, are really like a bronzer meet a contour. It's really a contour, but just in with a redder undertone. This one is really a bronzer. It's not really heavy, and that's the darkest shade that they have, though they had at least in my Target. I think I went to Target to get it. And that's the one that I used. But do you look at look? Oh God, I'm all over the place because it just came out so good. I wasn't expecting it to be that good. Damn, NYX T. Okay, now we're back into the Morphe Cheat Thrills. We're gonna go into, this is the powder blush, and we're gonna set. Now, my little trick that I like to do, and I think I got this from the UK girlies, I like to put the blush right as, not all the way under the eye where the concealer is, but damn near close. So that way, again, let's say it together, cohesiveness. Oh, you guys are so good. So it's like, it just blends. Now we're gonna go in with the setting powder. This is the NYX. This is their Wonder Snatch. I want this in as many shades that my skin will allow me. This was a game changer. I was obsessed. I also was not prepared of how pigmented this is, so a little goes a long way. I don't really bake anymore. I haven't baked in years, but this is a pigmented setting powder. And baby, she blurs. Like, this had my under eyes looking so smooth. Like, I can't express it enough. I was so impressed with this. Didn't look like I was making cakes or cupcakes or pudding, or pound cake or any of that. She was just giving blur. Smooth. Baby bottom skin. And I'm here for it. Yeah. Yeah. And what ex you did that? Okay, now we are back in with the trio. We are going in with the, I believe it's like a highlight blush, like duo, if you will. And it was cute. That is for more of my, I don't want to do too much, but still like I have something on my face, girlies. But you know me. Y'all know my beauties. I like to be seen for NASA. And to do that, y'all, I got the OG of the OG. Oh, for the highlighter palette. Oh, I screamed. This is my, I've wanted this, specifically glazed donut, for so long. So of course I went with glazed donut for this look because I was just so excited. As a makeup artist, I've wanted to get my hands on this product. So this is my first time ever. And look, my beauties, she did not disappoint. Look at that ooh, look at the blindness. But here's one of the amazing parts. Watch when I turn my face. Y'all seen the blindness, right? But watch when I look straight. Where did it go? No cast. Like, oh my God, Ofra. Worth the hype. I cannot. Like, when this, and this is also not doing, the camera doesn't do it justice because I was blinding, but in the best way possible. Also, too, if y'all hear that in the background, that is the portable AC. Ignore it. Okay, my beauties. So now we are getting on to the lip. Step one, clean off the lips. Make sure you have a clean canvas. You just want to make sure. And then it also helps slightly exfoliate the lip, because we are going to do a matte lip today. And then I'm going to set it with translucent powder. So whatever I put on doesn't move. Now we are going in with the Morphe pen lip liner pencil and nightcap. This, first of all, Morphe pencils eat down. They have become my favorite liner pencils in the past year. Obsessed with them. And this is nightcap. Look at how this is. It's almost giving you a brown, like a black brown, a brown black, but a tad bit lighter. But it looks so good. This particular shade, if you ask me, for my complexion, and anyone, my complexion a couple shades lighter, this is a good definition liner. I like to ombre my lip liners, so I always go with like something darker, and then the shade lighter to this, use that to ombre it out. But yeah, this is my first time using this particular shade, and it did not disappoint. Now you want to go in with a clean lip brush. Now this is technically not a lip brush, it's an eyeshadow brush that I turned, a flat eyeshadow brush that I turned into a lip brush, and obsessed with it. Love the way it blends out, but does not erase. That's the trick. You don't want it to erase. You just want it to, think of it as softening. I want to keep the outer line intact, but towards in the middle of my lip, I want it to just blend it as much as possible. So this is a process. Take your time, get it to your liking. You also want to make sure it's even, not looking patchy. Yeah. Looks good. And if you do this good enough, you really technically don't have the ombre. Okay. Now, the lip bar. First of all, somebody should whoop my ass for taking so long to try these products out. Because look at this. Ooh. Yeah. Y'all, I was talking about not being prepared. This product, I promise y'all, was the product of when I did this this video. This one stopped me in my tracks. I was not prepared for how gorgeous this lipstick was. First of all, the red. This is called Boss Lady. That is such a sexy red. Look at it on my lips. Oh my God, this is such a beautiful red. The formulation of this product is matte, but it's very hydrated and extremely lightweight. So then we want what? Cohesiveness, gradient, blending. So you're gonna see me going a lot of back and forths. I do that for a lot of stuff. And then another thing, it goes on. It is a matte liquid lipstick, but it does have to dry down. But look at it. Oh my God, look at it. It looks so good. I have to get, I wish I could get every single color that they have. Now, this is when I go into the next Morphe pencil. This is in Trendsetter. This is my favorite Morphe pencil, by the way. It is the perfect brown for I believe, for my skin tone. And this is when I do the ombre. I like when I do a red lip, because I am a black girly, a melanated queen, if you shall see. No, if you can see. I prefer to have my red lip with a brown liner. Very rarely will you see me do a red liner on a red lip. I'm going to probably challenge myself to actually do that, just so I can see if I like it. But until then, a brown on red never fails. It just eats for me. Come on. Tell me y'all see it. Now, I know y'all probably see, oh, it's a little brown at the bottom, but we gonna fix it. Relax, calm down. We gonna fix it. But that lip right there, when you put the brown with the red, that is sultry. That is giving me luscious. It's a seductress type of red lip. Oh, it just looks so good. And it gives it nice definition, if you ask me. I love the definition that it gives. And then we're going to just blend it some more. After I put some more of the lip stick on there. Tell me. Now, this is a grown-ass sexy red lip. Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Obsessed. Okay, we're gonna put all the finished touches and we're gonna come back for final look. Okay, my beauty, so this is the finished look. I tried a bunch of different products. Before I get into the view, I actually gotta go to work. So I'm gonna wait for a whole 10-hour shift. I'm gonna come back and then I'm gonna give you guys straight in the morning. I'm gonna close out in the morning. No re-edits, real wrap raw of what I've got on with these products. But yeah, so stay tuned. Okay, my beauties, so this is the update. Y'all all up in my business. I've had this makeup on. I finished my makeup at before a little before 10:30. No, 10:45. And it is now, let me get my other phone so y'all can see I'm not lying. It's almost been 12 hours. It is 9:48 in the morning. And so let's get all up in my business. Look at my business. Let me get y'all under the bang so y'all don't be like, she's hiding something. She ain't hiding nothing. Okay, so let's break these products down. Two concealers. The two concealers that I used was for the whole face, I used the Morphe concealer. And then for around to color my discoloration, I used the Tear. So, the Morphe concealer. As you see in the video, my beauties, a little goes a long way. I put way too much on, and because of that, that's the only reason why I had to really work it in. But a little goes a long way with this product, and it's super hydrating. I don't really know what this says under eye correcting concealer. Well, I used it all over the face, and as you can see, like, it held up. It's no breakage. I use it around my nose, which I hate the creases around my nose because whenever I put makeup there, it doesn't matter how good the concealer is, how great the powder is, it always ends up looking cakey or breaking down. I'm looking here in the mirror, and yeah, my oils are coming through because I expect them to come through. I don't know any product that's going to just prevent your oils from not coming through after 12 or 10 plus hours. But I feel like the sheen in my face, it looks like a healthy sheen. It doesn't look something I would be like, oh my God, it looks a mess. Would I powder? Yes, I would. But with the oils, it does not look cakey here. There's no real breakage in this area, but y'all can see. None. Okay, so concealer is T. And I'll put, when I show the concealers and stuff, I'll put all the products and their prices and stuff. Obsessed with this. Now the Tear, this is my first Tear, and as you guys know, if you go on social media, Tear is very viral with their what is it, their Push foundation, the Korean brand. Very, very viral. I've never had their products or tried it. This is the first product that I did try. Now this is a unique product because it is their Tear Glide and High Blurring Concealer. So it's two parts. You have the liquid concealer at the bottom, but you have a cream concealer that looks like a lipstick at the top. This is really smart, and I believe it's smart because I also think this is definitely going to be able to allow you to get direct contact where you want to go and a lot of control. But I also think this is great for the girls out there who like to do concealer lips. Very smart. So I haven't used the cream part yet, so I'm going to end up doing that. I'll probably end up doing, I'm going to do another video of using this for my entire face. The reason why I only use it on this one section is because I believe in the bottle, it looks kind of closer to, it's a lot darker than I would like to go for my face concealer. But we're going to do it again, so stay tuned for that. Okay, what else new did we use? We used the Morphe Cheek Thrills and Cubana Club. This is their multi-finish face trio, and it comes with, I'm gonna open it again so you guys can see. It comes with a cream blush, a powder, and this hybrid highlight blush topper, if you will. I don't know what they exactly call it, but This is what it comes with. And for some reason, the powder is pulling really, really, like, almost like a cool tone orange on here. Well, this is really, really corally. But it doesn't pull that way in real life. Like, out off the camera, it doesn't pull that way. So, but this is actually a really nice product. I really liked it. My blush pretty much is gone. It really can't, you can see a little bit of it, but you can't, well, off the camera I can see it, but on the camera it's not showing up too much. It could be my lighting. But this was really good. I was shocked by this because A, it's pigmented. If you want a pigmented blush, this is your girl. For my melanated queens, I did not think this was going to show up on me. I'm not the darkest chick, but I'm also not the lightest chick. But she showed up, and she does pack a punch. I have another one here, which is a pink one. I'm going to use that. I can't wait. But yeah, this is a slay. This is a stiletto slay. So was the Morphe concealer. I'm going to give the Tear because I did have to go back to the Tear. It wasn't as full coverage as I would want. My light just went out. It wasn't as full coverage as I would want it to be, but I did like it. I like the hydration part of it. So we're going to give it, actually, I'm not mad that that light went out because my makeup looks a lot better. But anywho, I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to give it another chance. What else new did I use? I used the NYX or the NYX, their Buttermilk Bronzer. And I used the shade, oh, I didn't tell you my shades. So for the Tear, I used 8W. For the Morphe concealer, I used this is the Wake Up Artist, but I used Honey 8W. I did tell you cheek thrills. And so for the NYX, I used the Butter Than You shade. This is the darkest shade that they had. I think that's maybe, this might be the darkest shade that they have, period. Which, this is nice, but NYX, we can be a little more inclusive. We can get darker, but this is nice. Formulation wise, like, and for me, I know people will be in the comments or people see this video and be like, girl, you didn't have to go that dark. I like me a dark contour. Sue me. I do. And I do usually mix them, but I just really wanted to, for this look, I really just wanted to give y'all a real hit of the contour. And it does work. Like, you can see it in the brow, like the carving of my nose to bring my bridge, eat down under my cheeks. Yeah. But this is good, and it smells really good. And I normally don't like smells, but this one, she's nice. Definitely want to try the blushes to this, see if, especially if it's the same formulation. That's tea. Then I use, for the first time in a very long time, a foundation. Now I'm going to redo this foundation because I'm going to use it the traditional way, which is full over the face and not underpainting, because I'm obsessed with underpainting. Full cut to really test out the foundation. And this is the Maybelline New York Pump and Glow foundation. I have shade 367. So I'm going to do another video because this is too dark. I already know that. So I'm going to do another video, and then I'm going to give this to my mama because this will be a perfect shade for her. But as far as me using this, this actually is not a bad foundation. I did put it around all the areas that I didn't put any of my concealer, blush, and bronzers on, and then whatever was left on the brush, I kind of just did a light dusting, or if you want to say topping of the foundation, and it made my skin look great. I don't feel like I was wearing anything, which was a plus. So yeah, but we're gonna give her a tried and true. Then the next new, I think this is no, this is not the last new thing I tried. I'm bugging. The next new, oh, far from it. The next thing that I tried that was new, which is the viral NYX, what are these called? Let me fix it before I make a mess. There we go. Let me fix it for y'all. Here we go. The Wonder Snatch, their setting powder. This is what it looks like. Go get this. Look at my under eyes. And I think this is another reason why the under eyes, they are still looking blurred. They look great. They look amazing. And Snatch, this powder is great. Blurring I got the bright, what is this called? Banana Brat. She is, I mean, when this is packing some pigment. So I would not bake with this, especially not in this shade, because she is wow. But I did a light setting and it gave what I wanted for her to give. I think they have a pink, so I definitely want to get the pink, and then a translucent. But yeah, really, 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 really happy with her. Then the eyes. I know everybody, when I pull out this palette, because of the owner of the brand, they're gonna hit me with this person, he did this, he did that. Listen, I bought it, I'm gonna use it. If you don't like the person, you don't have to get down with the get down. So, to create this beautiful eyeshadow look that I have here, I use the, what is this one called? The Basic Canvas eyeshadow palette from the brand Painted. And this is an eye and face palette. I've said eyeshadow palette. It's actually a dual palette. My Beauties, I'm going to show it to you guys again. This color story is stunning. The formulas in this palette are phenomenal. Say whatever you want, feel how you want, but this is a really good product. I just look, and there's no creasing, like the eye looks good, the colors popped on my skin tone, because that's always an issue when we are, you know, you want to make sure the stuff you buy shows up. This showed up and showed out. They blend well, they were easy to manipulate, to work into the face. And then what are these, the shimmer foils? Oh my god, they're gorgeous. Like, I didn't have to use any glitter glue. You can. I did have a little bit of fallout, but nothing too crazy. And they, as you can still see, they're still here. You still see it. It's there. Gorgeous. Love it. I got the bundle when I got this. I have the artistry canvas. Yeah, you will see. Yeah, this will be used again. And the last product, I believe that's for my face, was, oh my god, I'm so glad this brand is pretty much making a comeback, because 2016, especially, it's ironic that the 2016 makeup is coming back as well, and it's just right on par with this. I got my hands on the Ofra eyeshadow palette. The Ofra highlight palette. I have never had an Ofra palette before. Product before. I've wanted it, but then it was fall out, and then, you know, you don't hear about it anymore, you forget about it. But baby, so y'all can see, it's magnetic. This is what the palette looks like. Get into her. Stunning, gorgeous. I used that to highlight my face, and yeah, she was giving what I wanted her to give. I was so happy with it. I will be using her again. And so that's pretty much it, I believe, for the face that I used. Oh, I'm not lying. So I also used the Set in Play Super Sealant Fixing Spray by Scratch by Cat Cosmetics. And this is supposed to be a sealant, and it's supposed to lock in the makeup. So I've had this on. I sprayed my face down like she says to, just so we can see. So no transfer, but very little. I'm gonna do the other side on the same side again. Compared to what I would normally get, especially considering the oil is popping through, great product. And then I'm just gonna take it right by the oil to really. Now typically when I do this, my paper towel will be saturated. For that to be, I'm still gonna give her this is a slay, because I would have a lot more. So yeah, definitely we'll be using her more, and we'll be continue to get her. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the lip. The lip I used, so my favorite, little fun fact, my favorite lip liners were always, if you ask me, a couple years ago, NYX. my favorite because they were affordable, because y'all know before anything else, I'm a baddie on a budget. Very affordable, very good quality. They're like, if you needed a dupe to any matte liner, NYX had you covered. That was until, which I dub the rebrand of all rebrands, Ms. Motherfucking Morphe. Morphe's rebrand to me is something that should be studied. But I tried Morphe's lip liner pencils. Oh my God, I instantly fell in love. Multiple reasons. First of all, you get way more product. These pencils, I'm gonna show them some, are so long compared to the NYX pencils, and they pack a punch. So to do this lip, I used Nightcap and I used Trendsetter. So first, let me show you guys Nightcap, because I need y'all to see this. Look at Nightcap. Nightcap is a brown. It almost looks like a black brown. So I use Nightcap around the first to line my lips. Then once I blended that out, then I went in with Trendsetter, which is my favorite, which is like a warm brown, but you see the difference in the shades, and I use that to kind of ombre it out. Then the star of this lip, first time again ever using this. This was my first time using Nightcap, not my first time using Trendsetter, but the first time ever purchase, using for the first time, the lip bar. I have been wanting to get my hands on a lip bar because it's, of course, a black-owned woman brand. Hello. And so I got the color Boss Lady, and this is the color on my lips. I love this lipstick, this liquid lipstick. She, first of all, pigmented as hell, feels great on the lips. Not so much right now because I've had her on for a minute, but I haven't eaten yet, but I've drank tons of water, and this is what she still looks like. Really not much disruption. But the biggest part that I loved about this lipstick is, you know, in here, which, you know, the little where it gets wet, she covered it. Normally when I do a liquid lipstick, it does not cover. I have to put the pencil as far back as I can to really, as you can see, like, it's still covered. That's the furthest a lipstick has covered my lip, especially my bottom lip. So, yeah. So, anywho, that's my review of all the products that that I tried. Obsessed with all of them, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's kind of a little bit of a lengthy one. I apologize, but yeah. So, as always, remember to read these limitless, stay beautiful, and be kind. Until next time, bye, y'all.